Welcome to Movie Caps. Today, I will show you a historical drama from 2002, titled, Gangs of New York. Spoilers ahead. Watch out, and take care. The movie starts in the slum areas of New York, in 1846. A father asks his son, if he were to die, how will his son take care of himself? This concerned father is an Irish immigrant, a Catholic priest, named Vallon. Many people have migrated here from Ireland, and it has not sat well with the natives. The skirmishes between them and the other party keep happening on and off. Two gangs, the Protestant Confederation of American Natives, led by William Bill the Butcher Cutting, and the Irish Catholic immigrant Dead Rabbits, led by Priest Vallon, engage in a battle to determine which faction will hold sway over the territory. They engage in a fierce battle, which ends with the death of the Catholic leader Vallon, who is killed at the hands of Bill. Vallon says a few words to his son with his last breath, and then again gets stabbed by Bill. Vallon's son decides at that very moment that he is going to avenge his father. He hides the knife that killed his father, and is taken to an orphanage on Blackwell's Island. Bill declares the Dead Rabbits outlawed. Now, it has been 16 years since the battle, it is 1862, and the kid is a grown-up boy. His name is Amsterdam. He returns to the 5 Points, with the intention of avenging his father. He retrieves the knife with which his father was stabbed. No one is able to recognize Amsterdam, except his childhood friend Johnny. He tells Amsterdam that he tried looking for him everywhere, and when he got to know that he had gone to an orphanage, he lost hope, but now he is really happy that his childhood friend is back. Johnny tells Amsterdam that the people who used to be with his father are now Bill's employees. Johnny familiarizes him with the local clans of gangs, all of whom pay tribute to Bill, who remains in control of the territory. He then goes on to tell Amsterdam that he is also a part of Bill's gang. After a few days, Johnny takes him to the gang and introduces him to Bill. Bill asks his name, and he says Amsterdam. Bill makes fun of him and tells him that his name is New York. Bill, however, allows Amsterdam to be a part of his gang. The next morning, Amsterdam sees that Bill is alone, and it is a great chance for him to get his revenge, but he wants to kill him in public. He wants everyone to know how Vallon's son avenged his father's death. He is shocked to see how many of his father's faithful people now work for Bill. Every year, Bill celebrates his victory over Dead Rabbits as a festival. Amsterdam decides that he is going to kill Bill on that very day. Later, a girl comes to him, starts messing with him and then leaves. Amsterdam finds it peculiar. He gets on a bus, and the girl is also there. He sees that she is being really frank with the man sitting beside her. She distracts the man and steals his stuff. Watching all this, Amsterdam realizes that his locket is missing. He understands that the girl is a pickpocket, and she stole his locket as well. When she gets off the bus, he follows her, and when he approaches her and asks her to return his locket, the girl puts a knife on Amsterdam's neck, but he is not scared. He again demands his locket, and the girl says she does not know which locket he is talking about. He comes close to the girl, locks his eyes with hers, and asks her if she can really kill him. The girl gets scared, and opens her shirt, asking him which one of the lockets is his. She has stolen many lockets and is wearing them. Amsterdam snatches his locket off her neck, and keeps it with him. After that, he asks her if he can walk with her for a while. The girl says yes, and the two start walking together. He asks her name, and she says, Jenny. They become friends. But one day, Johnny also sees Jenny, and instantly falls for her. On another day, at a festival, Jenny is asked with whom she would like to dance. Johnny is sure that she is going to say his name, but he gets upset when she chooses Amsterdam. The two then start getting closer to each other. On the other hand, Amsterdam is getting closer to Bill as well. He gains Bill's confidence and becomes his protege, involving him in the dealings of corrupt politician William Tweed. They are at an event. When Bill gets attacked by someone, Amsterdam comes forward and saves Bill. Bill is really impressed with him, and starts trusting him the most. Amsterdam himself, on the other hand, is tormented by the thought that he may have done so out of honest devotion. The day finally arrives, the day everyone celebrates Bill's victory over Vallon, the day of the annual festival. People are celebrating, and in the meantime, Johnny goes to Bill and tells him everything about Amsterdam. He reveals where he has come from, what is his true identity, and for what purpose he is here. He does this because he is jealous of Amsterdam, because Jenny chose Amsterdam over him. His plan now is to have Amsterdam killed at the hands of Bill, so that Jenny will be his. Amidst all this, Amsterdam appears at the festival, waiting for the right time to attack Bill. Bill is celebrating the festival with the practice of knife throwing. He is throwing knives at the statue of Vallon. He asks Amsterdam to throw a knife at Vallon's statue. Amsterdam does it, but Bill catches that knife, and throws it back at Amsterdam and injures him. He announces the true identity of Amsterdam, revealing that he is the son of Vallon. He then brutally beats him up, inflicting multiple wounds with knives, and when Amsterdam is down on the floor completely helpless, Bill asks people what part of Amsterdam's body they would like to have. People start shouting different organs, and making fun of him. Jenny is the only one begging Bill to leave Amsterdam. Bill then picks up a hot rod and puts it to his cheek, burning his face. He is then thrown into a dark pit. Bill thinks that he will die an agonizing death there. But Jenny manages to get in there with him, and considering the fact that he is badly injured, she manages to sneak in a doctor with her as well. The doctor tends to Amsterdam's wounds. She helps him get out of there, and runs away with him to San Francisco. Jenny now does not want him to get back to Bill. But Amsterdam only has one purpose in life, and that is to avenge his father's death. So, no one is going to be able to stop him. But this time, he devises a proper plan, and then makes his way back to the 5 points. First, he kills a dead rabbit, who is a close servant of Bill. He announces his return by hanging that dead rabbit in Paradise Square. Bill gets to know this, and he is shocked at the revelation that Amsterdam is still alive. He sends corrupt Irish policeman Mulroney to investigate, but Amsterdam turns out to be way smarter than him, and as he gets the right chance, kills him, and hangs his body in the square as well. Bill gets to know this, and he calls Johnny. He has Johnny beaten and run through with a pike, leaving it to Amsterdam to end his suffering. When Amsterdam's gang beats McGloin, one of Bill's lieutenants, Bill and the natives march on the church, and are met by Amsterdam and the dead rabbits. No violence ensues, but Bill promises to return soon. The incident garners news coverage, and Amsterdam takes advantage of this to meet William Tweed. He presents Tweed with a plan to defeat Bill's influence. He asks him to back the candidacy of Monk McGinn for sheriff, while he will secure the Irish vote for Tammany. Amsterdam, on the other hand, starts making a gang of his own. He meets people and tells them he is going to free them from Bill's tyranny. People gradually start to come to him. He also promotes Monk. He tells people that if he wins the elections, there will be no crime anymore. People start believing Amsterdam, knowing that he is a priest's son. People start supporting him, and his gang starts to grow. Tweed backs the candidacy of Monk McGinn for sheriff. Monk wins in a landslide, and Bill's influence starts to disappear very quickly, which does not sit well with Bill. Feeling absolutely humiliated, he murders Monk McGinn. McGinn's death prompts an angry Amsterdam to challenge Bill to a gang battle in Paradise Square, which Bill accepts. The war is to take place at the same spot where the war between his father and Bill happened 16 years ago, in which his father was brutally killed by Bill. Both parties start preparing for the war. The situation turns really dangerous, as the Civil War draft riots break out, just as the gangs are preparing to fight, and Union Army soldiers are deployed to control the rioters. When the two rival gangs are in front of each other, cannon fire from ships is directed into Paradise Square, interrupting their battle shortly before it begins. The government wants to end the war before it even starts. The soldiers have already been deployed, and no one can tell who is getting killed amongst all the chaos, where the two gangs are fighting each other, while the army is attacking them both. Many of the gang members are killed by naval gunfire, soldiers or rioters. Amsterdam, after looking for Bill everywhere, finally finds him, and the two face off against one another, until Bill gets wounded by a piece of shrapnel. Amsterdam then uses his father's knife to kill Bill. The people are now free from Bill, who had been ruling them for years. Amsterdam buries Bill in a cemetery in Brooklyn, next to his father. As Amsterdam and Jenny leave, the skyline changes, as modern New York City is built over the next century, from the Brooklyn Bridge to the World Trade Center, and the cemetery becomes overgrown and forgotten. The end. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this. Turn on the notifications and leave a like to help the channel out.